first, let's see that we have three kinds of sandboxes running as an external plugin on the host. First one is hypervisor, and the second one is Quark, which is which I mentioned before is a user mode kernel runtime, and the third one is this WebAssembly. And it is configured in the config.terminal of the containerd as a proxy plugins. The first one is the VMM, the second is the Quark, and the third one is the WASI. And this is address that these are the addresses the processors are listening. And when we define the runtime, we define a new runtime of VMM, and the sandbox, we define the sandboxer is VMM, and for the WebAssembly, we define a new runtime WASI, and the sandbox is WASI, and also Quark, and sandbox is Quark. Now, let me show how to start a container. We have a script here. We use a CRI control to start container. This is the port definition, the port sandbox definition, and this is the container definition. You can see that we will start a Ubuntu image, and this command is doing what the command is do is to print the time every 1 second, and we will check the log on the host later. The step here is that first it will call CRI control run p to start the port sandbox, and then it create the container, and then it start the container. It's very simple. So first, let us start a container of hypervisor in a hypervisor sandbox. We can see that we have container running and we have a sandbox. We can check the process that there is a cloud hypervisor process running on the host, and we don't have any shim process. I think this makes things much simpler. And the task API is exposed by this hybrid VSOC of cloud hypervisor, and we can CRI control XCC into the container. And we can also check the log. We can see that it's printing the time every 1 second. Now let's start a Quark container. We can see that the Quark container is running, and there are two sandboxes. Which one? One is a VMM, and the other is a Quark. And we can also execc into the Quark container. We can check the process. We can see that this is the Quark boot process, only one process for the sandbox. This is like the divisor boot process, the divisor sandbox process, and the task API server is also running inside this process. So there's only one process. And also let's check the let's check the log. So it's also printing the time. And the third one is the WebAssembly based sandbox. We can first let's see, because the image of WebAssembly sandbox container is different. Let's see the script. we can see that this is the image. It's not Ubuntu anymore. Actually, this image is provided by the Runwazi. Runwazi, it's also a Canadian project. And we will start the container with the WASI runtime. So now we have 3 sandboxes and 3 containers. Let me check the log of the WebAssembly container. We can see that it's printing the log, the printing this message every 1 second, I think. So, but we cannot execc into the WebAssembly container right now. Actually, we don't implement it, and this is also not implemented in Runwazi. Maybe we some later we may have some way to do this to support this execc, but now we do not support it. So this is the demonstration.